Hello. Hey, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Mouthy.
Hey, and it's your boy, Mr. Mouthy. Hey, we in the
And
building.
we having our first live podcast right here at Whiskey Taco Foxtrot.
Yeah, Foxtrot. Let's go.
And I'm so excited in this episode because I want to go back to the first time. I know we may have talked about it once before on the pod, but I think
a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it's important, especially when you're like a couple and you need that re-spark to go back and remember how it all started.
Very first time.
Yeah, and so for people who don't know, me and G met at Healing Retreat in Florida.
January 2024.
Yeah. And one of the things I remember coming in late, I was like the last one to arrive to the party. They was already set in and they was doing their thing.
And mind you, for me, this is my first time being in the community. Like being with all trans people, black, loud. I thought I was on the episode of Pose. I didn't know what to do, but I was just living and learning and just embracing everything that was going on. So to see, this lovely chocolate goddess walk into the room, and it wasn't just her physical appearance, it was a spiritual, feeling that I had that I never, ever experienced before. So yeah, I was intrigued. I was definitely wanting to get to know her a lot more better.
Yeah, I don't think I actually believed in love at first sight. I always hope to experience it, but then when you experience it, you don't know how that will feel. So one of the things is like, actually when I laid eyes on him, it was like all of the things that like Mr. Potato Head, like all the things that you put in your ideal person or boy, I was like, oh, right height, right build, right skin tone, right this, that's it. Like all the things were just aligning, but it also wasn't until the conversation because I'm so attracted to quiet individuals. So I was like, all right, what's your story?
And then she ate my ass up. You know what I'm saying? Asking me all these questions. Because again, at the time, I was not looking for a partnership as I had already was in one, but knew that relationship would not be a long-lasting one. So when she asked me all these questions, I'm like, dang, like you really want to get to know me. And it was for the first time that I had ever had someone intrigued about me. And some of those questions shocked my own self. Like, oh, why are we not married? And why is this that? So, yeah, you definitely gave me something to look forward to.
Absolutely. I think one of the things, too, was they had all went out, and I just was not in the spirit of going out. And I was okay with that. Normally, I probably feel like I'm missing something or all of that. But I kind of felt like we had a hole on the trip, and I knew she was going to get the jump on my man, but I didn't really care because what is for you, what mine do, is never that deep. So I just knew that if we were meant to be in love or wherever our friendship was supposed to take us, that night was not indicative of what the future could hold for both of us. So they all went out, had a time, and then the next day, what I feel like we all went out.
Yeah. And again, baby ain't really have, her normal get up. So again, I'm just meeting this person for the first time. I'm not really, again, looking for anything, but I just wanted to have a good time. And they put on a dress, and I was just like, it wasn't even like the most revealing. Or okay, get it, Jamie.
Okay, we see you, Jamie.
It wasn't the most revealing. It wasn't the most provocative. None of their things. Again, it was just like we had something that was just attracting each other, and I couldn't resist. So we would give each other the look in the eye in the corner and stuff.
Definitely was
she
magical.
Dancing with somebody, I'm dancing with somebody, but we run to be dancing with each other. Absolutely. And then we just made it happen, and it was woo.
Ain't like nobody ever been able to keep up with me on no dance floor. Okay, so that alone was making me like, yeah, this is my person.
I got the moves.
Yeah, he had the moves, and he thought my little Sunday dress, Sunday day dress was gonna stop the motion, but it definitely was like.
But it's in you, not what's on you. It's what's in you.
Absolutely. But then the initial thing was like seeing how much he wanted to care for me, like the little minute things as far as like even while I'm preparating to get ready, it's like, can I paint your toes? And it's
She like
like,
that. She like
I
that, y'all. She
love
keeps
that.
saying, "You
I'm a,
have a foot
oh,
fetish." But she loved that I was attentive, you know what I'm saying, in a tune. And
you
whether or
paint
not I
my
was running away from
toes.
somebody or not, that's not the point. The point is I ran into the direction that God told me to. And I'm glad that I did. Because normally I wouldn't. I'd be shy, I'd be scared. I would just be looking for sex.
Yeah.
But none of those things matter to me in that moment. I
But babe,
just
you know what that moment reminded me
well,
of? It
please,
really
thank you for
reminded
cutting me.
me.
I look at you cutting me
Ah,
off. Look.
it really reminded me of a Cinderella moment. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
like where the glass slipper is supposed to fit. So just for you to have my foot in your hand was like
Oh yeah.
confirmation enough. Kind of like the hood story of it.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because again, I didn't want you. I know for me, if I was, you know, what I'm saying when I cut my nails, the left hand when I use the left hand is hard. So I'm like, I just want to help you. I'm here to help you. I think that's what the message really conveyed.
Yeah. But with your lady of the night, the
She was
lady you,
everybody. Fuck clarification. She was everybody's lady for the
the
night.
lady you
Okay,
rented for the night.
I didn't rent. I borrowed and gave back quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a one, and I think that was just the universe reiterating that like when you're not equally yoked, it will feel so strenuous. Like he spent most of his time taking care of her
Mhm.
instead of enjoying a night
Oh my
out that
god, yeah,
was
that was
enjoyable.
I
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
So
but it reminded me of my past and the decision that I made again based off of just looking for sex or just looking for being under the influence of things that
yeah.
can put those beer goggles over your eyes and make you think something is for you when it's not. So yeah, everything aligned the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, so was the when you wore that outfit, was it the first night you went out or the night we went out together?
Uh,
I think it was the first night you went out.
yeah, it's the
Like,
first night I went out 'cause I came
baby,
down the steps and you was googly eyeing your boy.
I was like heart eye emoji because he just looked so good to me, and that's all I kept saying was like, "You just look so nice.
Yeah.
Like you look so nice." And he started blushing.
It was the confidence though. Like I never felt liberated and free in my own free will. Right, I was always up under my ex partner, and if there's something doing with the family, that's all I had. I didn't go out by myself. I didn't explore myself. So being able to be free in that moment and just walk my wall, like talk my own shit, like it felt great. And then to be recognized, I wasn't even looking for it. Icing
Yeah,
on the cake, baby.
absolutely. And so one of the things that like the conversation that we had the
Mhm.
first night was getting home, I've never had somebody be so vulnerable with me and open and honest that like that's a level of trust you will never get off just meeting someone. So I knew instantly, like, my nervous system was saying, like, you're safe with him. It is okay to let your guard down. He is letting you know that these are his intentions. This is who he is and what he's been through. And I couldn't do nothing but respect that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
can't. I can't. What? I can't strong with it.
You did. But it left the impression, I think that's the thing, is that we both knew that there was something special that was here between us, but it just took for both of us to have the courage to try and explore it.
Yeah. And it wasn't all peaches and cream and rainbows and strawberries. Like
Yeah,
after those initial meetings and us developing a friendship and actually getting to know one another, we really had to choose each other every
every
single
time.
day, every time. And I think it's mostly about being willing to be honest with yourself, so that way you can be vulnerable enough to be honest with your partner.
Absolutely.
And that has definitely brought us a very long way, and I think it will continue to help our love blossom into whatever God may see it as.
So I guess to close this out, um, this segment out, what would you say from the time that we met?
Mhm.
What is one thing that the other person has taught you thus far?
I guess I'll go back again with honesty, right? Like even though some of those conversations are uncomfortable, it's always been necessary to get us over whatever it is that we're going through, because we can't grow and evolve with lives.
I would say you definitely taught me how to have self-control. Like, is that a hard thing to say? You don't know. You don't think you can have control over yourself until you don't have control over yourself. And people, one thing I love about you is you show me how to have strength without having to be strong. And that is something you just can't buy from nowhere. Yeah.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. All right, so it's your girl, Miss Mouthy. Even when you what? Don't see me, you hear me.
And it's your boy, Mr. Mouthy. Even when you what? Don't hear me, you definitely see me, baby.
And this has been the Mouthy Podcast.
When life gets loud,
Healing gets real.
and we talk our talk.
So you can walk your walk.
Stay mouthy.
All right, so minding your business.